Listen, all Satan needs is to harvest our energy. Every time we practice sin, he's taking all that energy. He's harvesting that energy. This is why the world is so wicked. It can be the smallest thing, the things that you think that don't matter. Anytime you're doing something that is not righteous, you're giving more energy to the dark world. Come on now. Come on now, we giving more energy to the dark world. The world would never be cleansed and be a better place unless we repent and start living in a righteous light. Why is it that we can meet the requirements in the world, meet the requirements to get in college, meet the requirements to get the position, meet the requirements to get the house, but when God asks us to meet the requirements to possess the kingdom, it's a problem. God told us to come into a place of righteousness. That is required. That is required. Why would we want to go to a holy place and taint it? Come on now. You got to be clean. Listen, let me go back to my point. When God gave me this revelation, he said, this is a very dangerous tone that the world is trying to set. The enemy wants to make you feel comfortable. The enemy don't want you to repent. Why would the devil want you to repent and live for God when he can harvest your energy and use you? Listen. All the devil gonna do is use you against your father and then lead you to your own demise. If you can't handle this world and all the tragedy that's happening, how you gonna handle hell? They already say we feel like we living in hell. Just think about it being 100 times worse than this. Do you really want that for your soul? All over a little piece of pleasure. A pleasure that you ain't even getting in the world anyway. A lot of us are not even happy in the world and doing your own thing. All I'm going to say is take one day at a time. Build your relationship with God. Start talking to God more. Start showing God more than what you show him. That's what I had to do. Don't let nobody make you feel comfortable. Even when people tried to make me feel comfortable, there was something still in me that said, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. God said this. I was still stuck on what God said because I knew ultimately that's what matters the most. I wanted to make sure that when I leave this world, I'm safe. That I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm going to say is take one day at a time, build your relationship with God. And ask God to come into your heart and save you. Ask God to help you maintain and deal with the things that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do is ask God, and you got to really put in effort. Put effort into God the same way you keep putting into these no good people. Come on now. They're going to lead you to hell. So if you seeing my message right now, this is God reaching his hand out and say, come on. Because what God is getting ready to do, he showed me, he said, there is getting ready to be a raid. You know how the police do a drug bust? He said, this is getting ready to be a spiritual raid. I'm coming. He said, the ones that are still living in that house of sin, you going down. God is going to show his anger against sin. There is a raid coming and you cannot escape it. The only way to escape it is to get out now. To get out, because God already been pulling on you. You know if this message for you. God already been pulling on you to come out of sin, to straighten up, to live righteous. Come on. Because God is going to show his anger against sin the same way he did in Sodom and Gomorrah. He's trying to look for righteous people to save before he get ready to rain down. It's going to get like that, y'all. Oh, yeah.